Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast and name some numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, it's Maria and Brisa with the Tate Branch Auto Group. Are you in the market for a new car but don't know where to look? Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs. That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast because these vehicles will not last long. And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery. That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com. And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem. Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Crandall of the Artesia Lady Bulldog softball team. And, Coach, congratulations. You guys get the first-round victory. This past weekend, you took on Kirtland Central. Talk a little bit about that game, what you guys saw that you liked, and the things that you're looking to do even better as you go into the playoffs, continue in the playoffs this week.
Well, it was great to have a home game. Yep. It's always great to be at home and in front of the home crowd and have you guys all there. It's a great experience, so that always helps. So Kirtland Central came a long ways.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Crandall of the Artesia Lady Bulldog softball team. And, Coach, congratulations. You guys get the first-round victory. This past weekend, you took on Kirtland Central. Talk a little bit about that game, what you guys saw that you liked, and the things that you're looking to do even better as you go into the playoffs, continue in the playoffs this week.
Well, it was great to have a home game.
Yep.
It's always great to be at home and in front of the home crowd and have you guys all there. It's a great experience, so that always helps. So Kirtland Central came a long ways. We had to play at 10 in the morning because they didn't want to play at 5:30 on Friday. So 10 o'clock game's not the best, but Thursday we're going to play at 9, so
it
gets even earlier. Kirtland really good. They threw a pitcher that we weren't typically used to seeing, and they didn't use very much because they had some kids not show up. So it took us a little while to get started on that speed of pitcher. But the kids stayed positive, stayed really enthusiastic in the dugout, did a great job until we could start stringing together some base runners and then get some hits and then start trying to put a little pressure on them. So they did get on that, and then we give up a run, and then we come right back and answer that run. So that was good for them to see that. That was good to see an answer. Like, somebody scores, we need to score right away. And so that was the part that you asked that was good. I like seeing that. Come right back at them after that. Some good defensive plays in the outfield, and Bubba had some good plays there behind the plate. Got a little action there finally, so she was excited. So that was good. Just all around, get that first game out of the way, state tournament. So.
Well, in softball, we've talked about it all year that it's a little different than baseball in that first round is just one game.
Right.
You guys used to playing double headers every single week. I guess you do take on Carlsbad and Hobbs maybe where you play single games. But other than that, you're always playing double headers, so just one game.
Right.
But you got the win, and now you move into the double elimination tournament. Talk about that and just the preparation this week for the young ladies. Like you said, you've got the early round, all 4A teams playing at 9 o'clock, same time.
Right.
So talk a little bit about that, how you guys will prepare and be ready to go.
We've done some things this year to get them up early, like once or twice, where, hey, this is what the early feels like. And then some of these kids have gone through that before. Yep. We've had to play that early game up there. But other than that, there's not a lot you can prepare a kid for a 9 o'clock in the morning game because the NMAA doesn't let us play those games any other time of the year that early in the year. Right. You know, these really important ones, then we can. So then, honestly, there's not a lot. You try to find out what a kid's going to look like at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure their first period teacher could tell us a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but you get up there, we'll play Valley. Valley beat Los Alamos. They got to play on Friday. So we play them first round, and then if you win that game, we play the winner of Lovington and Bernalillo in the second round. So you only want to start trying to figure that part out after that, because after that you don't know how it's going to shake out. So kind of know how those first couple should look like. You know, we hope to do well against Valley up there in Cleveland, or at Cleveland in Rio Rancho. Double elimination tournament, so you play 2 Thursday, hopefully just 1 on Friday. Could be a lot on Friday, and then championship on Saturday.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're going to have a great week. Artesia Lady Bulldogs going to go up, got high expectations as always, looking to get another state title. And so if you can't make it up or didn't make it up to Rio Rancho Cleveland High School for Thursday's games, you can't watch them, but you can listen to them right here on the radio, KSVP Radio, and we'll be live streaming. It'll just be audio only at ksvptv.com, out there on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page, and our YouTube channel at KSVP Radio. So we want to wish you guys great luck this week, Coach, and go Bulldogs. Take state.
Thank you.
Son Insurance Agency, auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial, bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you, innovation, service, integrity and knowledge, J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities. So you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most. Delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
All right, let's get out the old grocery list here. Let's see, eggs, milk, bread, insurance. I don't want to shop for insurance.
Fortunately, you don't have to. George Gandy Insurance is here for you, shopping and comparing rates from different insurance carriers to save you money, time, and hassle. Visit a George Gandy Insurance location near you today.
We keep you covered, George Gandy Insurance.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to State Championship Softball action as we come to you live from VSU Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho, Mexico, and the quarterfinal round of the State Softball Championship. Joby, I don't know if quarterfinal is the correct one. The championship round 1 is what we'll call it. And it's against the number 1 ranked team in all of 4A in New Mexico, your Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And they're taking on the number 9 seed, the Valley Vikings, from Valley High School right here in the Albuquerque area. And Joby, I don't think you could ask for a much better day for softball here at 9 o'clock in the morning in Rio Rancho. It's a beautiful day here at the ballpark.
Beautiful day, a slight breeze, just keeping it cool, sun shining bright. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here.
So we've got a 1 versus a 9 matchup. Artesia, of course, the number 1 dispatched Kirtland Central, the number 16 last weekend. And we'll expect out of a 1-9 match when two teams like this meet in this type of situation.
Well, I would expect the number one team to win, but and not just because I'm Artesia guy. I just, typically speaking, when you look at a tournament, expectations, unless there's something really unique, I think any tournament, their expectations is the higher seed to win, especially when it's this kind of a gap. And of course, Artesia earning that number one seed has the best gap throughout, starting this last with the number 16 seed, now playing the number 9 seed, who upset somebody to get here. Who did they upset? Los Alamos.
Right, they upset Los Alamos 9-1, and I don't know if a 9-8 is an upset or not.
But they were lower seed.
That's right. And so they had to go to Los Alamos to play that game, and they win 9-1. Other games that are taking place at this time, number 4 Lovington is taking on number 5 Bernalillo. Number 3 Silver is taking on number 6 St. Pius. And number 2 Gallup taking on number 7 Aztec. Of course, Artesia and Gallup met in the championship last year. We had quite a number of folks. We played a number of these teams throughout the course of the year, and that always makes for excitement when you get into the tournament situation like this, because who knows who are you going to meet a team again that you've already played, or are you going to face somebody that you haven't faced before when you get down the road, depending on if there's any upsets or not.
Not played Valley, so definitely we haven't seen Valley this year that I'm aware of. But they are the 9 seeds, so they're going to come in here looking to get the upset. It is a full elimination tournament, as a reminder to everybody listening and watching. Or I guess not listening. Teams play again this afternoon, regardless of the outcome of this game. It just depends on the bracket. So the pitchers are meeting right now with the umpire, 3 official crew here at the Cleveland City Field. We're playing something, I don't know how unique it is. Instead of the high being home, they flipped. Asia lost the flip. I say lost. Maybe one of the visitors know, but doubt. So we're the visiting team as the number 1 ranked team in the tournament. And so I'm going to go ahead and run the defense for Valley right quick, tell you how they set up, and then I'll give you the starting lineup of the Bulldogs as well. Valley wearing their white pants with the long maroon. Is that what color we decided they are? Maroon?
I said maroon.
It's maroon socks with the maroon jerseys. They also have gold, the Valley Vikings. They're maroon, gold, and white. Numbers are white with gold outline. The Bulldogs wearing their white pants with the long stirrup socks, orange, and they've got their camo jerseys on with the orange numbers and the orange sleeves. Defensively for the Valley Vikings, out of left field, Jalen Kelly. She wears number 12. Number 2, Maria Elena Baca in center. Number 14, Jade Chavez in right field. Playing bases 11, Elia Penn. Shortstop is number 4, and Angelica Carrillo. The first baseman is Elia Riggins, wears number 1. The catcher is Danielle Barella. She wears number 7, and number 8, Jersey Gutierrez, is the pitcher for the Valley Vikings to start this first game here in the double elimination tournament after we got through the first round last weekend. For the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, leading off and pitching is number 13, Riley Crandall. Center fielder and and wearing number 2 and batting number 2 is Kenna Morrison. Our first baseman is number 21, Kate Napadaka, in the 3-hole. Cleanup batter is number 7, KJ Ray, and she's playing at third. The catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, is batting 5. And number 8, Zoe Warren, the right fielder, batting 6. Kenzie Carlo wears number 12. She's batting 7th. And, of course, playing shortstop, the second baseman is number 11, Michaeli Morion, batting 8th. And batting 9th, number 14, Jenna Whitmire, the left fielder. And we are underway as stepping in on the left side of normal is Riley Crandall. She looked called strike 1. Just a slight breeze kind of across the field here at Cleveland High School. So it shouldn't affect the batters much. There's a swing. There's a long drop into the left center field gap. That's going to be extra base hit as it makes its way off with the fence. So going into second with a stand-up double and leading the game off is Riley Crandall. And that'll bring Kenna Morrison to the plate. Kenna wearing number 2. And she steps in, and I failed to give you Riley's batting average on the season. She's batting .563 with 32 run scores on 40 hits and 16 RBIs. And now Kenna will step in. And Kenna Morrison batting .352 with 31 hits, 30 runs scored, 18 RBIs. She also has a home run, which was a grand slam in Hobbs. First pitch she sees, fouls back into the net for a strike one. The pitcher is a right-hander, Jersey Gutierrez, for the Valley Vikings, as Kenna gets her sign down from Coach Polito at third base. Steps back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Tries to put the bunt down, and it bunts backwards for foul ball, strike two. First and third were charging, the two Elias. They spell their name the exact same way, A-A-L-I-Y-A-H. Elia Penn at third and Elia Riggins at first. They both charged. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's too high, ball one. So 1-2 now the count to Morrison. On deck is number 21, Caden Apodaca, the first baseman. And in the hole, the cleanup batter, third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, and it's a foul ball, just fouled by about 4 feet down the right side. Good effort down there by Riggins trying to catch it, but unable to come up with it, as it was a line drive and got by her too quickly. So the count remains 1-2 to Morrison. Good crowd here for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. So hitting anything that's close is Morrison. She's staying alive here with a 1-2 count. That's the fourth foul ball she's taken, so every strike has been a foul ball strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside and low, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. And something cracked you up, Gene.
The foul ball came over.
It did to us right here? I didn't even see it.
There's a foul ball came from this other field, and it almost hit you.
I didn't even see it. There's a ball inside. So full count now. Great at bat here for Kenna, as she has taken this pitcher, Gutierrez, to a full count. Fouled off 4 pitches. Now 3-2 the count. And the pitch, swing, and another foul ball straight back into the net. So again, staying in this at bat is Kenna Morrison. Yeah, there's not much room between the overhead and it's not netting overhead. It's a look for shade. There's a swing. It's caught, and that's a double play. So it hits right to the second baseman. She did a little bloop fly ball, a little bloop line drive. The second baseman catches it and throws it to the shortstop, and she is out at second. So they get the double play. So 2 outs now, and coming to the plate, Caden Apodaca, number 21 for the Bulldogs. Good play out there by the second baseman, Sanchez. She was able to get her glove underneath that little line drive bloop. First pitch, swing, and a chopper to the left side, foul. Third baseman will scoop that up and throw it back to the pitcher, Jersey Gutierrez. So the base runner was erased as she had got off by about 5 steps, and when she turned and tried to get back, it was too late. Here's the pitch, swing, and it's a chopper to the right side. First baseman catches it. She's going to go to the bag, and that will be out number 3, unassisted to the first baseman. So the Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs. There was no errors and nobody left on base. We played a half an inning. Bottom of the first coming up, 0-0.
We'll be back with more state tournament softball action on KSVP after we hear from State Farm agent Sandy Stockton and Eastern New Mexico University in Roswell.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Registration is now open for summer and fall classes at ENMU Roswell. Summer classes start June 6th. Fall classes start August 15th. Whether you're a new student, returning student, or want to learn new skills or a trade, they have the programs and financial aid to support you every step of the way. Take classes during the day, evening, or online. Talk with an advisor today. Call 575-624-7294 or log on to roswell.enmu.edu.
Valley turns a doubleheader and gets out of the threat. And we go to the bottom of the first inning with no score. Joby Hodling here to call the play-by-play, and folks up here in the Albuquerque area are going to get to see again, and I guess for the last time in her high school career, Riley Crandall in the circle pitching for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, so Riley in the circle, KJ Ray at third, Kenzie Carlo at short with McKaylee Morion at second and Caden Apodaca at first. Jenna Whitmire out in left field, Kenna Morrison in center, and Zoe Warren in right with Mercedes Aguilar catching. And so a very recognizable lineup most of the games this year. This has been the lineup that has been the starting lineup. Leading off is the shortstop, number 4, Angelica Carrillo. And here is the first pitch of the bottom of the first inning. Called strike one. Fastball on the inside half. And so a good way to start for the pitcher for the Artesia Bulldogs, Riley Crandall. Started off the game with a double. But then, as Gene said, was picked up off on a double play. Swing and a chopper up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. So the leadoff batter puts it into play, gets over the head of Crandall. A diving Morion can't get to it up the middle. So at first base is Angelica Carrillo. And on the season, she was batting .371 with 23 hits and 20 RBIs. So she starts off the first game here on Thursday morning with a single up the middle off of Riley Crandall.
That's right. It is Thursday, isn't it?
It is Thursday. I've been confused all week. Coming to the plate is number 6 right-handed batter, Marissa Sanchez. Sanchez on the season batting .368 with 22 runs scored, 21 hits. Here's the first pitch. A little bit high, ball 1.
Yeah, you talk about in softball, Joby, hitting your spots. And the good pitchers hit the spots.
Yep. And Riley is a good one. All right, Perchet sets up right on the outside edge, and that's where she hit it, and there's the strike called. So the count now 1-1 on Sanchez. On deck is number 11, Aliyah Penn, the third baseman. And in the hole, the first baseman, number 1, Aliyah Riggins. So, like I said earlier, a pair of Aliyahs for Valley. All right. 1-1 count. Perseus again setting up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. That's where she hit it. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. She throws it to second base, and she dropped the ball. A little jitters here early, as normally you'd see a double play there, but instead an error on the shortstop. So I'm trying to see. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's safe.
How about a triple play in softball?
That can happen.
It's a little rare.
It's rare, but it can, of course, happen. All right, so at the plate is Aliyah Penn, number 13. Runners at first and second, nobody out. She squares the bunt. She puts it down, and that's going to be the perfect bunt. So they just loaded it up on the Bulldogs. Man, she put it right between the pitcher and first baseman. Apodaca had gone to her base and couldn't get there, was Crandall. So the Bulldogs in early trouble here with a bunt single there.
Time called.
Bases loaded, and coach is going to come out and have a talk with her infield and say, hey, let's go ahead and wake up right now. No reason to get down.
Well, we had the drop ball at second base on what should have been at least a force out, maybe a double play. And then Apodaca went to cover first base, and the second baseman was shading back towards second base, Morion. So that just left a gap. And the bunt was up in the air, Joby. You normally don't want to hit it up in the air, but it was almost like a pushed single, and it just found that perfect spot. She hit it to the umpire who was standing in that spot.
Yeah, she bunted it hard on purpose because I think they picked up that the first baseman wasn't coming.
Right.
And so it made it difficult for Riley to get to it in time. And then by the time Caden over at first base realized she needed to go get it, it was too late. And nobody was covering, as you said. Morion did not cover.
And Coach Crandall is out there looking at softballs. And so I don't know if there's
question about softballs.
Exactly. So infield is going to come in as the bases are loaded for the Valley Vikings here in the bottom of the first inning.
Cleanup batter coming to the plate, Aliyah Riggins, number 1. Batting .467 on the season. She doesn't have any home runs, but she's got 18 RBIs.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And so, as you said, the infield going to play in here, go first to, or go home to first will be the idea. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. So really the idea is let's strike her out. Let's strike out the next 3 would be the best opportunities here, but the double play would work as well.
I'm guessing that's what Riley's thinking. Why do I do that? I've done that all year.
All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2 now to Riggins. On deck is Jersey Gutierrez, the pitcher, and in the hole, Danielle Barella, the catcher for Valley. 0-2 the count. Aguilar setting up right on the outer third. The pitch, swing and a miss. There's strike. Throw it down to third base, not in time by Artesia. So that strike is the first out. Strikeout swinging. 1 down. The bases remain loaded, and to the plate comes number 8, Jersey Gutierrez, the pitcher on the season. She's batting .471, and she is not the team leader, but close. She has 2 home runs, 24 hits, and 24 RBIs. And there's a swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Has she thrown any balls in this batter? Right into just the first pitch, but was it just 3 straight pitches to the previous batter?
Yes. So that's 4 strikes in a row, all swinging here in the last batter in the third. And there's a ball high.
I jinxed her. Sorry. I jinxed her.
I don't think you have that much power, but if you think you do, I'll leave it to you. 1-1 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's strike 2 called. And I don't think she would bunt here, but they're charging like she might be bunting. The third girl on third base is getting a huge lead. A throw down to KJ would get her tagged out if it was a good throw, because she comes off the bag a lot. Here's the 0-2. Just a little bit outside for ball 1. It's ball 2. It was 1-2. Now it's 2-2. Tried to get her to chase one out of the zone. Did not give in, did the pitcher, Jersey Gutierrez. So 2-2 the count as she steps back in. Bases remain juiced. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Valley threatening. Artesia sets up on that outer third again. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 2 in a row. And out number 2. So now the Bulldogs, with outs everywhere, have 2 outs. They want to try to make sure they get the third out without a run scoring. And coming to the plate will be number 7, Danielle Barella, and she on the season batting .295 with 9 runs scored, 13 hits, and 25 RBIs. So even though she's got a lower batting average, her RBI total is good, and it could be because of things like this. She comes up with the bases loaded and gets timely hits. That first pitch, I guess, was a little bit low for ball 1 and maybe outside. So 1-0 the count. 2 outs, bases loaded for Valley. We're in the bottom of the first. If you're just joining, it's 0-0, the threatening. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. We are on the 6th batter here as Valley was able to load the bases with their top 3 batters. And then we've had 2 consecutive strikeouts by Riley Crandall to get us where we're at now here in the bottom of the first. Here's the wind and the 1-1. That's strike 2. Nope. Umpires said it was too far outside as the fans were not happy with that pitch call, but the count now goes to 2-1. I thought it was a strike as well. By the way, where Gene and I are sitting are right behind home plate, down in the first row of the stands, the bleachers. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. Fouled off. Oh, she did get a piece of it. Foul tip. So the count goes to 2-2 on Barella, the catcher for the Valley Vikings. All right, 2-2 the count as she steps back in on the right side. Crandall looking over to the dugout. She gets her pitch. Back onto the rubber she goes. And actually, she didn't have her pitch yet. Now she gets it. Looks at her wristband, as does Perseus. And the 2-2. So that pitch has been called a strike all year. I was thinking about it before while we were sitting here before the game, Gene, and pitchers get that call down south every time. Umpires call it the outside, front edge, the outside corner.
Right.
It's not where it ends up, but that pitch was that pitch. Normally is a strikeout, and there's a swing and a foul pitch, so she stays alive. But normally that is what we've seen every game this season, that was called a strike, this time not. So a little different strike zone, at least here in the first game. The count is 2-2. Or it's full count now, I'm sorry.
Full count,
I
right.
missed a ball somewhere. So here's the wind and the pitch. That's inside. Walk in a run. So Valley scores first on a rare walk. Given up, and again, not getting that pitch, which has been called a strike 100% of the time this year, did not help her any, because it wasn't called a strike that time.
No, and you're right about rare walks for Crandall, as she only has, well, I was going to give you that, but I can't find it.
Call strike one to the next batter, Vivian Montoya, who on the season is only batting 105. She's got 7 RBIs and only the 2 hits, so she's only been at the plate 19 times. She may have been injured maybe or something like that. Here's the wind and the pitch. She squares to bunt. The pitch is too high. Boy, I mean, the runner at third base come halfway, but charging on the batter was KJ Ray, so really no chance to throw it down there. 1-1, and now Valley leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning as they get the walk-induced RBI because the bases were juiced on that walk. Here's the pitch. She checked her swing. It was too high, rise ball. So the count now 2-1 to number 9, Vivian Montoya. On deck is number 2, the center fielder, Maria Elena Baca. And in the hole, the number 9 batter, number 12, Jalen Kelly, the left fielder. All right, the 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2-2 now the count. Here in game 1 of the double elimination part of the tournament. Of course, game 1 of the playoffs was last Saturday.
The play-in round.
The play-in round.
Yeah.
The 16 teams. So now 8 remain. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Again, just that outside pitch that didn't catch the front end, it looks like.
So that's another 3-2 count. Last 2 batters.
Yep, and the base is loaded, so got to get a strike here. Make her swing or get called a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch, and it is called. That's a hit into right field. That's going to score 1 run. They're going to, and then an error is going to score 2 runs. That's going to score 3 runs. Artesia, with not looking like they normally do, is instead of coming home, they go to first base, and dropping it was the first baseman. So the base hit turns into a lot more than that as she goes to second base, and all 3 runs score. So the first one advanced by the batter. The second one we'll call advanced by the batter. The third one comes home. So I've got to get my...
the right fielder threw it into first base, and it got away from the first baseman and bounced back up the line in foul territory. And that was more than enough time for all those speedy runners to come around and score. And it 4-0.
First pitch to the next batter. The bottom of the 8th batter in the lineup, Maria Elena Baca, is called... I think he called it a strike, but I don't see it.
Strike 1.
So strike 1. There's a foul ball off to the right side for strike 2. All right. So, like Gene said, 4. Well, I don't know how Barella didn't get home. Ay.
Joey's trying to work the iPad.
Okay, with a runner on first base. She didn't go to second. I thought she did.
So it's 1-2.
1-2 now, the count. And at the plate, again, is the number 8 hitter, center fielder, Maria Elena Baca. She is batting .339 on the season, and she has a 1-2 count. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. 4-0 our score. Swing and a pop fly to the left side. KJ Ray will make the play, and that will be out number 3. But, boy, some damage done there, as the Bulldogs end up having 2 errors. And let me go ahead and get you the final stats there at the bottom of the first. 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 left on base, and 4 runs. Going into the top of the second, 4-0 Valley.
Artesia Family Health, Roswell Seed, helping to present this broadcast. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, Do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Yes, everything good. Welcome back to Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Second inning, 4-0. Valley.
KJ Ray at the plate. First pitch, inside, ball 1. And I'm going to grab these back, Gene.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
looking for the pitcher while ago.
Well, that page is missing. I apologize.
Well, it might be here. I just might have had it buried. Number 7, KJ Warren, looks at called strike 1. So 1-1 now.
There it is.
KJ on the season batting .387 with 19 runs scored, 24 hits, 31 RBIs, 9 home runs, leading the team in home runs. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2, so the count now 1-2 from the pitcher, Jersey Gutierrez. Softball, a game of runs and a game of momentum, just like most sports. And Valley definitely has the momentum right now. Their crowd has been growing while we've been sitting here, and they've come alive. That pitch misses down and in for ball 2, so 2-2 now to KJ. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole Zoe Warren for the Bulldogs as they look to get these runs back. Down 4-0 after 1 inning. 2 errors in that inning really hurt them. Should have been 0-0 coming into this, but those errors, there's a little slow ground ball to the third baseman, and she is out at first base. 5-3 the putout. So almost like a full big swing, and it was like a power bunt for the batter for the Bulldogs. 5-3 the putout, and that is 1 out, and that'll bring to the plate the number 5 hitter in the lineup, catcher Perseus Aguilar. And if you're just joining us, the Bulldogs had a leadoff double and looked to start the game good and then hit into a double play. And then the next batter, well, I can't remember what the next batter did, but another out.
Well,
yeah, I can look and see. But there's ball 1.
That was a hit into the double play.
No, but the third batter of the inning, which I can't remember what happened. Strike called on the inside corner. So 1-1 now the count. I'm going to look over here. I think I can see it. No, that's not what I want. I want this one right here.
No, hit this. Yeah, you can do that. There you go.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2 on the batter Perseus Aguilar. So she U3. Oh yeah, she ground out to the first baseman.
That's right.
All right, so 1-2 now the count to Aguilar. The pitch, ball high. 2-2 now to Aguilar. On deck for the Bulldogs, Zoe Warren, and in the hole Kinsey Carlo. 1 out. Top of the second inning. If you're just joining us, the Bulldogs are the visitors because there's a coin toss, even though they're the number 1 seed. Another little ground ball, just looked like a power bunt right back to the pitcher. And that is out number 2 on the ground out, 1-3. So right now, the Bulldogs trying to find their rhythm with this pitcher. It doesn't look necessarily overpowering to me, but she's had good movement. She's been moving the ball up and down and in and out. And the Bulldogs' only hit that was hit hard was by the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, Riley Crandall. She stroked it to left center field for the leadoff double. Here's the first pitch to the next batter in the lineup, which is Zoe Warren, the right fielder, and it's low and inside for ball 1. Need to get a 2-out rally going here. 4-0 Valley. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called right down the middle. So maybe taken all the way there because she didn't even budge the bat. 1-1 the count. She steps back in. The pitcher, Gutierrez, is ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. I guess that was a little low, so we'll take it. Ball 2, 2-1. Looked like I thought he was going to call it a strike, but he did not. So 2-1 the count. The wind and the pitch. That's going to be that one. He did call a strike, so almost identical pitches, but that one was a little better. So 2-2 now the count.
They couldn't have been identical, Joey.
Because they called it a strike.
That's right.
I said a little better. So 2-2, here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball off to the right side. So staying alive is Zoe Warren, trying to get a 2-out rally started. Is Zoe. 2-2 the count. She'll step back in. Gutierrez ready to go. She works quickly. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a chop. Just another power bunt right back to the pitcher. A one-hopper. And the Bulldogs go down. 1-2-3. Ground out, ground out, ground out. 1-3 the final put out. We head into the bottom of the second. 4-0 Valley.
And another big thanks to some folks who have been making our broadcasts possible this year. Big thanks to our friends at Faith Baptist Church and Artesia Ford Sales.
Artesia. I'm Jen. This is Andy. And we work with kids here at Faith Baptist Church. And we want to tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, on Sunday mornings at 10:30, we have a service for our pre-K kinder and then also for 1st through 5th grade. And then on Wednesday nights at 6:15, we have our faith groups, which are Bible study groups for 2-year-olds all the way up to 5th grade. We even have something for you, the parents.
Absolutely. And if you cannot come on Wednesday night, but you want your kids to come, you can text the word bus to 68878, and there will be a link that we send you that you can fill out and get your kids signed up for our bus ministry so they can come without you.
Thanks for watching, and go Bulldogs.
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
Welcome back. Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. We head to the home half of the second inning. Artesia trailing 4-0 against Valley. Here's Joby.
First batter, swing, and a foul ball back. It's number 12, Jalen Kelly. So a foul ball, strike one. She is a left-handed batter. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Whitmire, Morrison, Warren from left to right. Ray, Carlo, Morion, Apodaca from third to first. Crandall in the circle and Aguilar catching as we head into the bottom of the second inning. And the leadoff batter is the number 9 batter in the lineup. They batted. She went, called strike two. So the home plate umpire said she did not check her swing and did not ask for help. He just said strike two.
Now the coach
he's asking for help.
Valley is going to ask.
Normally you don't get to do that when the umpire behind the plate says strike. You don't argue. He's not going to ask. He called it a strike. He's telling the third base coach that. He said, look, I called it a strike.
I called it a strike.
I don't need his help. All right,
I think that's exactly what he said.
I know it is. I couldn't hear him, but I'm pretty sure. All right, 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. A little bit of a rise ball. Misses too high for ball 1 to Kelly. So 8 batters came to the plate in the first inning for Valley High School, and so the number 9 batter at the plate. On deck is the leadoff batter, Angelica Carrillo, and in the hole, Marissa Sanchez. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. That is strike 3, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. I failed to give you that young lady's batting stats, but I'll try to remember to do that. So we're coming back to the top of the order. Angelica Sanchez wears number 4, and on the season, she's batting .371. She steps in on the right side. Her first time, she hit a single right up the middle to lead things off, and that pitch is low for ball 1 to Carrillo. On deck is Sanchez, and in the hole pin for the Valley Vikings as Artesia's Riley Crandall steps back onto the rubber, takes a look over to the dugout to get her pitch signed, gets it, and now here's the wind in the pitch. And the changeup, well, that might have been a curveball. It misses. It had some movement on it, and it misses a little bit high for ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Carrillo. As once again, Crandall ready to go. Perseus sets up on the outer third. The pitch, swing and a miss. That was definitely a curveball. Got her to swing and miss that one. Good pitch, good swing, but just a better pitch. So Crandall ready to go. The pitch, swing and a miss. That may be a changeup. So strike 2 on the batter. They count now 2-2 after falling 2-0. Riley comes back with 2 strikes, both of them swinging. So 2-2 the count. Crandall back and ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another curveball, got her strikeout swinging, and that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning. So the number 2 batter, number 6, Marissa Sanchez, playing second base, will step up, batting .368 on the season. She's got a home run, a triple, 4 doubles, and 25 RBIs. 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Right down the middle, but too low. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to Sanchez. On deck is Penn, and in the hole, Riggins, the third baseman and first baseman, respectively, for the Vikings. Here's the wind in the pitch. I guess too high.
Yeah,
So
it looked a
2-0
little high, Joby.
Yeah, too high. So I said I guess because I thought maybe it might have been outside, but it wasn't. I think it was on the outer half, just a little too high.
Yeah.
So 2-0 now as Persea sets up on that outer third once again. The pitch, that one is right there where she set up, and that's called strike one. So now 2-1 the count to Sanchez. Crandall with the wind and the pitch. Her ball, swing and a miss, strike two. First time I've sat right behind the plate this year, and I can really see the ball movement now. Sitting down here on field level.
Interesting perspective, isn't it?
Well, I've done it a lot in the past, but I mean this year, and I can just see it. That rise ball misses up for ball three. So a full count down to Sanchez. It's not the easy, because the umpire kind of, and he's got an unusual stance. He's sitting inside. He's almost in the right-hander batter box, the umpire, instead of right behind. So I've got a little bit of the view right at him, behind, over the top of Persea. Here's the pitch. There's a little curveball that she nubs over to foul to the right side towards the Bulldog dugout.
See the spin on that ball?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of spin on it. So the curveball, lots of spin. And the batter, Sanchez, was able to stay alive. Got the tip of the end of the bat on it. All right, so here comes the next pitch. Crandall ready to go. And there's a swing and a pop fly over to the left side, and that'll get out of play for a foul ball strike. So the count remains full. Good at bat here for Sanchez as she's battling. Everybody on that left side going to the, trying to get there, but it was out of play. All right, so here's the payoff pitch. 2 outs and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. She dropped it, but throws it down to Caden. So the swing and the drop ball down to first base for the 2-3 on the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 4-0 Valley, top of the third coming up.
And we want to say thanks to a couple more of our great sponsors. We want to say thanks to our friends at Western Bank and J&J Home Care.
Saving money is much easier when you do it automatically. All you have to do is tell us how much you want to save, and we'll automatically deduct it from your checking account and put it in your savings account. Out of sight, out of mind. It's the easy way to save. Get started with automatic savings today. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Hey, welcome back here to VSU Cleveland High School, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Top of the third inning. Lady Bulldogs looking to get back into this game, trailing 4-0. Joby?
Ball one to Kinsey Carlo, high and tight. As Kinsey lead things off here in the top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Swing, a little nubber to the second baseman. And again, just not hitting it hard yet are the Bulldogs. They're just trying to figure this pitcher out. So that is a 4-3 put out on the ground out. Just, again, kind of what I call the nubber. Looked like she tried to, just kind of got eat up on her hands and tried to go inside out instead of turning on it. And so it just kind of slow bouncer to the little blue bouncer to the second baseman. Morning will step in, put a bunt down the third baseline, throwing across and out. 5-3 on the bunt attempt. Good play by the Vikings as they just made it look routine. She might have bunted that a little harder than she wanted to, Gene, as it got out to the third baseman pretty quickly, which you do that on a bunt, it's right to somebody, you're probably going to be thrown out, and that's what happened. So 2 quick outs here to start things off. Jenna Whitmire, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, the left fielder, will step in to face Gutierrez for the first time. First pitch she sees is inside for ball 1.
Well, what kind of movement are you seeing on this pitcher's
not
pitches?
a lot of movement, a little bit,
because it looks like everything's spinning.
Yeah, but it's not. If it's moving in. That pitch swing and a miss for strike one. And by the way, I wanted to shout out to my two grandkids. They're back in Artesia listening here. So crankbait and buzzbait, thanks for tuning in. Swing and a miss as she chased one maybe a little bit high out of the zone, did Whitmire.
What were those?
1 and 2.
What were those names?
Crankbait and buzzbait, which is a.k.a. Ember and Asher.
Oh, I was going to say.
All right, 1-2 the count. Whitmire back ready to go. The pitch, swing and a miss. That is strike 3, and the Bulldogs go down quickly in order. Nobody on base, no hits, no runs scored, and no errors. We're going into the bottom of the third, 4-0. Valley.
Valley leads, and again, we want to say thanks to our great sponsors who have helped make all of our coverage possible this year, KFC and H&R Block.
Hey guys, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Did you know right now you can get a 10-piece of legs and thighs, chicken only, for $13.99? And people love our KFC chicken sandwich. You've got to try it. An extra crispy, hand-breaded chicken filet placed on a buttery brioche bun, topped with pickles and your choice of classic or spicy mayonnaise. It's the best chicken sandwich ever, and it's only at your KFC in Artesia. We hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need the most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
It's the bottom of the third inning, the home half. Valley Vikings at the plate with a 4-0 lead. Here's Joby.
Number 11, Aliyah Penn, will step in her second time through. She's 1 for 1 with a bunt single and looks at called ball 1, too far outside. So the did not catch that front, or, well, ball 1. So 1-0.
Are you going to give us the exact location, huh?
1-0 the count. And again, she double checks. She steps off the rubber, does Crandall, and gets a new pitch. Here's the wind in the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 now the count. 2 Penn. On deck is Riggins, and in the hole Gutierrez as Aliyah Penn started off her first at bat with a bunt single, as I said. She's batting .260 on the season. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A lot of movement on that ball. Looked like a curveball. A lot of spin. And so the count now goes to 1-2 to number 11, Aliyah Penn. She's batting .254. I looked at the wrong line. I'm double checking on the season. But she's 1 for 1 in the ball game with a 1-2 count now here in the bottom of the inning. And that pitch misses away for ball 1. Our ball 2, 2-1. Our 2-2. Goodness gracious. 2-2 now the count. We're in the bottom of the third. I almost said bottom of the fourth, but we don't want to get that far in yet.
No.
Got to get some runs back. 4-0 Valley right now in the first game of the double elimination tournament. Swing and a miss. Right 3, swinging and out, number 1. Good curveball there by Riley.
You mentioned in the first inning that rare walk. In 93 innings pitched this season, she'd only walked 11 batters.
Yeah.
Until she walked in the first run of the game.
Here's the pitch to the next batter. That one called strike, so it caught that outside edge. Good pitch there. Riggins at the plate.
Take a mental snapshot, Mr. Umpire.
Right.
And call that all the time.
Good pitch there by Crandall. So 0-1 the count to Riggins. She is 0 for 1 here in the ballgame. That one missed a little too far outside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Whitmire, Morrison, Warren from left to right. Apodaca, Morion, Carlo, Ray from first to third. Aguilar catching Crandall. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 4-0 Valley. And we've got one out here with nobody on. Valley at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1-2 now the count to Aliyah Riggins. On deck is the pitcher, number 8, Jersey Gutierrez. And in the hole, the catcher, number 7, Danielle Barella for the Valley Vikings. All right, 1-2 pitch upcoming. Missed away, too far outside. Ball 2. So 2-2 now the count to Riggins. Ember and Asher, that's my grandkids. They're back at the back in Titletown listening to us. Here's the pitch. I wanted to say hello to them again. That's a swinging strike, and that is out, number 2. Good pitch, and she gets her to go after it, which it was a strike if she hadn't have swung, but she does swing through the pitch, so that is out, number 2, and that brings to the plate number 8, Jersey Gutierrez. I got a text from Pam that said that Ember had gone to the restroom and missed her name being called. That's why I said it again. That's why I said it again. Here's the first pitch, called, strike 1. I don't know if he called it because she tried to bunt it or if she got her bat back in time, but either way, strike is the call, so 0-1 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just missed for ball 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2, so the count now 1-2 to Gutierrez. On deck is Barella, and in the hole, Montoya. As Crandall gets her sign from the dugout. Now the wind and the 1-2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. Three straight strikeouts. They go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll be back.
Hey, we want to say thanks to some more of our sponsors that have made our coverage possible this year. HF Sinclair and Pecos Valley Equipment.
You know what happens in the spring. It's cleanup time. And AC&B, HF Sinclair, Navajo Refining, and the Boy Scouts are at it again to help clean up our community. The Scouts will come to your house and haul off items that you need to dispose of and have no way of hauling. The dates for pickup are April 23rd, May 28th, June 4, and June 11. Just call 575-513-0143 and let me know when, where, and what. Take advantage of this free service and let's make Artesia clean and beautiful.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back here to Cleveland High School, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Lady Bulldogs batting now in the top of the 4th inning, and they are trailing 4-0. Riley Crandall will be at the plate. She has the only Bulldog hit, a leadoff double, way back in the 1st inning. She ripped this one into right field for a base hit. Ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Riley turns first, stands up at second, and the Lady Bulldogs have a leadoff double once again from Riley Crandall. So Crandall 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, and that'll bring to the plate Kenna Morrison. Morrison, line drive out to the first baseman, her first trip to the plate. That was to the second baseman and wound up catching Crandall off base. She pops it up. Crandall will go back to second, and the second baseman will make the catch for out number 1. So no double play there, but 1 out. And here is Caden Apodaca. So Crandall at second base, 1 out now. There's a shot. That's going to get just past the shortstop into center field for a base hit. Apodaca at first. Crandall will move over to third. And the Lady Bulldogs get their 3rd hit of the ball game. And now, Joby, have a couple of base runners.
So 2 base runners. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment. 2 base runners, and coming to the plate will be number 7, KJ Ray for the Bulldogs. She is 0 for 1. Steps in with runners on base. She's going to pop fly over to the right side, just out of in no man's land over in front of the Bulldog dugout for a foul ball, strike 1. So 0-1 to KJ. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, Zoe Warren. Here's the wind in the pitch. And that missed for ball one. 1-1 now to KJ. Missed a little bit up and in for 1-1 to count. One out here, as Gene said, in the top of the fourth inning. Here's the wind in the pitch. High for ball two. Caden down at first and Riley at third as the Bulldogs try to get something going here and get back into this ball game. Down 4-0. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, fouled back into the net for strike two.
So really, Joby, this is the first time that this pitcher has had the pressure of having some base runners on with less than 2 outs.
Right.
I mean, there was a leadoff double, but that next batter got doubled up and was off the bases.
Here's the pitch, swinging and a miss. So going down swinging is KJ, and that'll bring Perseus Aguilar to the plate. With 2 outs and runners at first and third. Perseus 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time through. So she'll step in and face the pitcher Gutierrez for the second time. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a little nubber. Back to the pitcher, throws to first, and that is out number 3 and another swinging bunt. What happened? He said it was foul.
Oh.
The umpire called a foul ball.
Oh.
I was about to say 1-3 the put out, and then I put it on my iPad, and then I looked up, and he had called a foul ball. The coach out to talk, asking the first base umpire to come in. Did he make the call?
I guess because the scoreboard had even moved to the next inning, too.
So now all 3 umpires are going to come in and converse with the coach from Valley. So a foul ball was called, and that is going to remain the call. So 0-1 now to Perseus. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole, Kenzie Carlos. The Bulldogs definitely want to open it up here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike 2. Caught the inside corner. I'm sorry, yeah, I called strike 2, so I looked up at the, which I shouldn't do, I know better, but sometimes they're behind. I looked up the scoreboard and it said 0-1, I thought, did I have that wrong? But, all right, the 0-2, high, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. And she steps back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back to the right and into the net. Actually hit the pole right up there to my right. So the count remains 1-2 to Perseus. Bulldogs threatening. Got to get 2-out rally going here. Runners on the corners. The pitch. Called strike 3. So the threat goes away. Strikeout looking. The score remains 4-0. And in the inning, the Bulldogs get 2 hits, but no runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
We're saying thanks to our sponsors of Bulldog Sports this past season, including softball, including Eastern New Mexico University in Portales, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative.
Eastern New Mexico University is open for visitors to come to visit our campus. Come be our guest for a guided tour of one of the best small-town college atmospheres in the Southwest. Take a look at all ENMU has to offer, including the best residence halls in New Mexico as recognized by Niche.com. Sign up today for your personal tour of ENMU and our beautiful campus by visiting enmu.edu/visit. Explore, experience, excel. Eastern New Mexico University. At Central Valley Electric Cooperative, we recognize Electrical Safety Month every May, but we also know the importance of practicing safety year-round. Electricity is an important part of modern life, and CVE would like to share a few safety tips. Keep an eye out for overhead power lines when moving ladders or working on your roof. Replace appliances, chargers, or extension cords that have damaged or frayed cords, and avoid overloading electrical outlets. Central Valley Electric Cooperative reminds you to make electrical safety a priority this month and every month.
We're back in Rio Rancho, New Mexico at Cleveland High School. Joby Hodling and Gene Dow on KSVP Artesia, K229AS Artesia. And we are streaming audio only, KSVPTV.com, KSVP TV on YouTube, KSVP Radio on Facebook. Did I get them all in, Joby?
I think so.
But Lady Bulldogs here trailing 4-0. Something a little unusual. We saw a team rally for 4 runs against Artesia in the top of the first. And again, there's some discussions going on between the coaches and the umpires And I think that is the towel that Riley keeps tucked in her belt that she uses to dry her fingers or wipe her fingers in between pitches. And they have, the umpires have confiscated that and have brought it over to the Artesia side of the field. And Riley's had that all year, all her career. So somebody somewhere complained or pointed it out or talked about it. And the umpires are pretty adamant that she is not going to be allowed to have that towel on her belt anymore in this ballgame.
And now Valley coach is wanting to find out what was said, and I'm thinking he's going to ask her to be removed.
Well, yeah, if they're going to make that type of a question.
So now all three umpires are talking to the Valley coach. No idea. They were smelling the piece of cloth. The umpires were holding it and acting like it had something on it. So interesting here, and the Valley coach talking to all three umpires. The first base umpire was out talking to Riley out beyond the circle as we were coming back from the break, and I didn't know what he was talking to her about.
But then, when they came over to the bench, they were holding that towel, and when Riley turned around, she didn't have it on her on her belt.
Right, and now the umpires are going to step away and talk about further without the coach. Third base umpire is pointing at his chest, telling the Valley umpire to step away. And now they're talking in a little circle about 2 feet from and they're telling the coach, go back to the dugout.
Yeah. Coach Polito is out of the dugout. They initially talked to Coach Polito and Coach Crandall. And, I'm not, it's never been a question before.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, we don't know what's being said. And now they're going to come over and talk to Coach Crandall again.
Oh, that'd be terrible if they made some kind of call about removing or making her ineligible or something like that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and the third base coach and the home plate umpire now talking to Coach Polito on the first base side. The first base umpire talking to Coach for Valley. And the third base coach keeps putting his hand on his chest saying, I did this. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's going to be removed from the ball game, but they did take the cloth or whatever her little towel she keeps on her belt. That's no longer out there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to play as leading things off will be Danielle Barella, number 7. And Crandall, let's see, I need to get rid of this thing. First pitch called, strike 1. She is over. She walked. She's the one that got the RBI on the walk to get the runs started for Valley. So she has an RBI and a walk, and strike 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leadoff batter for Valley in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, she bounces a bunt back to the pitcher, and Riley throws it over to Michaeli Mordion for the, I guess you'd say 1-4 put out, but she was covering. His charging was Caden Apodaca. So the play is an out, and that brings to the plate number 9, Vivian Montoya, the DH.
Well, we sure have seen some unusual things this year.
Yes, we have. Yep. All right, here's the pitch, and that's called strike 1. The changeup looked like to me right across the middle of the plate. So she is 1 for 1, and I believe she is the one that got those 3 RBIs. Well, she got 2 RBIs, plus there was an error that got the 3rd run across. She steps back in, swing, and a ground ball up the middle, and Crandall snaps it and throws it to first base for the ground out. 1-3 to put out, and that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So coming to the plate will be Baca. She bats from the left side. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out. And she'll step in on the left side to face Crandall for the 2nd time. 4-0 Valley here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And they got their number 8 batter in the lineup at the plate. She tries to put a bunt down, called strike 1, or a bunt effort, strike 1. A.J. Ray was charging at third base. It looked like she was trying to bunt it that way. They'll come up empty, so 0-1 to count. As Crandall again gets her pitch from the, gets her sign from the dugout. Now she's ready to go. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Tried to do a slap there on a good rise ball. Unable to get a hold of it, so strike 2 on the slap swing miss. 0-2 now the count. 2 outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Baca steps back in. The pitch, strike 3 called, and that will end the inning threat. She got called looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Top of the 5th coming up. Bulldogs down 4-0.
We want to say thanks to some more of our sports boosters, our softball boosters, Artesia General Hospital, and Deans Incorporated. Thanks, guys. We appreciate your support.
If you're tired of sleep problems like insomnia, snoring, or restless leg syndrome, the Sleep Center at Artesia General Hospital is committed to helping you reclaim a good night's rest. Our Artesia location offers convenience, comfort, and a team of staff with more than 25 years of experience in diagnosing and treating adults and teens. It's time to put your sleep disorders to bed. Request an appointment online at artesiageneral.com/sleep.
Deans Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Deans Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Lady Bulldogs come to bat in the top of the 5th inning, trailing 4-0. Here's Jovi.
Zoe Warren steps in on the right side, 0 for 1 with a ground out, and she looks at called strike 1 from Gutierrez. Penn, Carrillo, Sanchez, Riggins from 3rd to 1st. Kelly, Baca, Chavez from left to right. Barella catching Gutierrez for the Valley Vikings. Here's the 0-1, high. Ball 1, 1-1 now the count. That rise ball was way up. On deck for the Bulldogs is the shortstop, number 12, Kenzie Carlo, and in the hole, second baseman, number 11, McKaylee Morion. Here's the wind in the pitch. Called strike 2, caught the inside corner. So 1-2 now the count to Zoe. She steps back in, takes a look down to Coach Polito, gets her pitch, or gets her sign, and now ready to go. The pitch, swing, and a foul tip straight back for a foul ball strike. Count remains 1-2. The catcher, Barella, had really set up on the outside, but, out of the strike zone, but the strike, it was close enough that the swing by Warren and the foul ball. Here's the 1-2, and that's inside, ball 2. So 2-2 now to Zoe Warren. She looks down to Coach and then steps in on the right side. Again, Bulldogs trying to get something going here. The pitch, swing, and a foul tip back again to the right side for a foul ball strike. Cleveland High School got 4 games going on right now. They got 4 fields, like a little complex here. So all 4A teams are going. There's a little blue pop fly over to the dugout, into the dugout of the Bulldogs for another foul ball strike on Warren. So it's doing a good job staying alive as Zoe, fighting off some good pitches. That was her 3rd foul ball strike here in this at bat. And then at 11, all 4 of the 5A schools will be playing.
That's
and then
right.
At 1, we'll have all 4 4A schools again, right here in the same complex. That pitch misses down and in for a ball. So we now have a full count to Zoe Warren and a good at bat, and we've got a timeout called. The first baseman tying her shoe. But now she's ready to go.
And then all the 5A schools play again at 3.
Yeah, so it's back to back to back to back. I think I didn't say too many backs to backs. Here's the wind and the payoff. Swing, a pop fly straight up, and the catcher will catch it. Probably didn't even get over 10 feet high, just a little bloop straight up. The catcher just stood up and caught it for out number 1 on the pop fly.
It does seem like whenever they do make contact, other than Crandall's 2 hits, and I think KJ's little bloop single into center field,
there's been no hard hit balls,
or grounded out or fouled off.
Yeah, no hard hit balls as that pitch misses away and a little bit high for ball 1 to Kenzie Carlo, who is 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time. Yeah, the only 2 hard hits has been Crandall. Everything else has been really not hit hard, not hit well. That pitch a little bit high, ball 2. On deck is McKaylee Morion, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire. Carlo 0 for 1 with a ground out, looking to get started here. And she looks at call strike 2, just right down the middle. Oh, it's called strike 1, I'm sorry. So 2-1 the count. Kinsey ready to go. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called again right down the middle. So 2-2 the count. Kinsey will be looking to stay alive here and hit one into a gap somewhere. Defense for Valley has been playing pretty much straight away and deep this whole game. Strike 3 called, caught the outside edge. There's that pitch that we like to, what we've seen all year, and that one definitely called strike 3. So 2 down now as McKaylee Mordion will come to the plate here in the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 5th. I shouldn't have done it. I looked up there again. They still have us in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
It's top of the 5th. Bulldogs down 4-0. So I looked up at their big scoreboard out in left field and made the wrong call. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopped ground ball. Just a number over to the left side. Foul over to the dugout on the 3rd baseline by Mordion. So 0-1 the count to McKaylee. On deck is the bottom of the order, Jenna Whitmire, and then back to the top of the order. In the hole is Riley Crandall. 2-out rally is what we need. That pitch, rise ball high for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to McKaylee Mordion. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's a slow roller to the first baseman. She picks it up, touches first base. And so ground out to the first baseman, unassisted. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 4-0 Valley as we get into the bottom of the 5th.
And sometimes Joby and I look good. It's because we're wearing shirts from Business Notions, one of our sponsors, along with Crouch Plumbing and Heating.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, so it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Welcome back here to Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Cleveland High School. Bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0 Valley. Here's Joby with the play-by-play.
Jalen Kelly, the batter, who is 0 for 1, struck out swinging the first time through, just fouled that attempted bunt back to the left side for foul ball, strike 1. She is the number 9 hitter in the lineup, so on deck is the top of the order, number 4, Angelica Carrillo, and in the hole, number 6, Marissa Sanchez for Valley. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Tried that slap swing, trying to get that running start out of there from the left-hander. Come up empty, so 0-2 the count now to Kelly. Crandall with 9 strikeouts in the game so far, but 4 runs have scored. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul ball over to the dugout. As she slapped at that one and hit it foul. So the count remains 0-2. Steps back in, has that swinging, that slap swing stance on her bat, or her hands on her bat, one up higher than the other. And she tried it, and she swings and misses for strike 3, swinging. So there is the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning.
And that's the 10th strikeout for Crandall, all coming since that first inning when they got those 4 runs.
I think she got a strikeout in that inning, but you're right. I mean, they got those 4 runs all in the bottom of the first. Bulldogs had 2 errors in that inning. Swing and a miss for Carrillo for strike 1, the next batter. And Angelica Carrillo, the leadoff batter. She's 1-2 with a single and a strikeout swinging. And now has a 1-0 count, or 0-1 count. She steps back in on the right side. There's been 2 errors in the Bulldogs on 3 hits for the Vikings. That pitch misses down and away for ball 1. 1-1 now. The count. The Bulldogs also with 3 hits, but not able to get anybody on or to cross home plate as of yet. But 2 more innings to do so. Here's the wind and the pitch. Too low. ball 2. 2-1 now the count as Aguilar takes a look over to the dugout, as does Crandall, to get their sign. And wind and the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball back to Crandall. She'll pick it up, toss it underhand to Caden, and that is out number 2 on the ground out. 1-3, the put out. Crandall to Apodaca. And that'll bring Marissa Sanchez to the plate, number 6 for the Valley Vikings. She is 0 for 2. She reached on an error, one of the 2 errors the Bulldogs had there in the first. And then she was strikeout, drop third ball, throw out, 2-3 her second at bat. So she's 0 for 2. Pitch, missed away, ball 1, just outside. 1-0 the count. As Sanchez steps back in. 1-0 count. On deck is Penn, and in the hole Riggins, 3-4 batters in the lineup for Valley. Here's the one to pitch. Swing. Did she check her swing? And they're going to ask for help. And did she swing? He says no. So ball 2. Artesia crowd didn't like it. Valley crowd, of course, liked it.
Well, they said good job blue, but they're wearing gray.
Yeah, well, they are wearing gray. The umpires, that is. Here's the wind in the pitch. That is a called strike 1. Good curveball there. A lot of movement on that. Definitely took some speed off of it. So the count now 2-1 to Sanchez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 our score. Valley with the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a grounder to the second baseman. Corione catches it, throws it to first. And that is out number 3 on the 4-3 ground out. No errors, no runs, nobody left on base. Going to the top of the 6th inning. Bulldog down 4-0.
And we want to thank folks who have been helping us bring sports to you here on KSVP this year. Our friends at Guy Chevrolet and Artesia Plumbing and Heating.
We always hear about how busy the holiday season is, but is it really? I think the saying should be April showers bring May chaos. This is Danny Kirkendall at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, and we want to wish all those heading off to state competitions the best of luck and safe travels. 2022 graduates, you did it. It wasn't easy and it wasn't normal, but you pushed through and we couldn't be prouder. At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we're a proud supporter of youth and high school sports throughout the Pecos Valley. Go Dogs!
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized Carrier air conditioning dealer. Home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
Hey, welcome back here to Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Joby, I don't want to say this, but we're down to 6 outs, and Bulldogs trail 4-0.
All right, Jenna Whitmire going to step in and get us going here. And first pitch she sees called, strike 1, right down the middle. Good pitch there from Gutierrez. Jenna 0 for 1, so another rarity for the Bulldogs. We're in the 5th inning, or 6th inning, and this batter has only batted once. And then she little flare ball to the second baseman, and that is out. Number 1 on the little pop fly. Second baseman had to go to her left towards first. She makes the catch, and we have one down here.
Yeah,
on the bottom of our top of the 6th.
I'm not sure what it is about her pitches, because we're just not making solid contact with it. And when we do that, they're spinning off. It's like
Crandall steps in. She looks at called strike 1 on a fastball on the outside corner. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. She has hit the ball hard both times, but
she's the only one.
But the only one. Everybody else's ball that they have put into play have been little bloops or little slow grounders. Here's the pitch. That's missed away for ball 1 that was low and outside to Crandall. So 1-1 now the count. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca, as the Bulldogs look to get a bunch of runs here in the top of the 6th inning and put the pressure back on Valley. That pitch high on rise ball for ball 2. So the count now 2-1. Yeah, pitching a good game is Gutierrez, as she has kept the Bulldogs off balance all game long. Here's the pitch. That's called strike 2. Caught that outside edge to the lefty Crandall. So 2-2 now to Riley. She has only given up 3 hits, 2 to this batter. And there's a swing and a drive out to center field, but not deep enough. And that is out, number 2 on the line drive fly to the center fielder. And so coming to the plate will be Kenna Morrison, who is 0 for 2, a line drive out and a fly out. And she'll step in on the right side, 0-2 with 2 outs to face Gutierrez for the 3rd time. We're in the top of the 6th, and Bulldogs down 4-0. Here's the pitch. A little bit high, ball 1.
And again, a solid hit. One of only 3 times we've really tagged the ball. But this one, deep fly ball out to center field.
A ground ball to the shortstop. Just a kind of a not real hit real hard, and that is out, number 3 on the ground out. 6-3. Good play there. Just a, routine. So 2-hopper to the shortstop. Throws it across. No hits, no runs, no errors. Left on base. 4-0 Valley as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
And we want to say a big thanks to Maupin & Brown Dentistry for helping sponsor our sports this year, and Frost Mortgage.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hello, Martin here from Frost Mortgage. I want to tell you about something really, really awesome. It's my Zero for Hero program. Are you a veteran, current military? Do you work in the medical field, the police department, fire department, or are you in the school system? If you are, then we need to talk. My Zero for Hero program can assist you with either your closing costs or your interest rate. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Joby. We've already had 1 play, 1 out.
Elia Penn bunts it down the first baseline for the Valley Vikings, and it's picked up over there by Caden Apodaca. Throws it back to first base. Second baseman was covering for the out. So Morion covered. Apodaca drove in, picked it up, and fired it back to her for out number 1. And that brings Riggins to the plate, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, and she looks at a called strike 1 on the outside corner. She's 0 for 2, struck out swinging both times up before. Again, only 3 hits allowed by each pitcher, but 4-0 as Valley got those 4 runs in the bottom of the first. It's been scoreless since. The pitch misses away too far outside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to number 1, Elia Riggins. On deck is Jersey Gutierrez, the pitcher, and in the hole the catcher, Danielle Barella for the Valley Vikings. 1 out, 1-1 the count. Crandall ready to go. The pitch. Checked her swing, and he said it was too low. So ball 2-1 now the count. Crandall again takes a look over to the dugout to get her sign, as does Perseus Aguilar. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2 now the count. Riggins back in on the right side, 2-2 the count. Crandall ready to go. Perseus sets up on the right in the middle. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. Swinging and out. Number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning, which brings us to number 8, Jersey Gutierrez, the pitcher for the Valley Vikings. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout swing, as she'll step in to face Crandall for the 3rd time. Crandall with the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 count. 2 on the 6th. Valley leading the Bulldogs 4-0 here in the first game of the double elimination tournament for the Bulldogs and the Vikings. The pitch, swing and a miss, good curveball. Struck 2. I said it was a curveball. That kind of looked like it broke down and in, so it might have been some other pitch, screwball or something. I think Riley has a lot of pitches in her bag. 0-2, swing and a miss. That is strike 3. That retires the side. They go down 1-2-3. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. Bulldogs, as Gene said, we were down to our final 6. Now we're down to our final 3. 4-0, top of the 7th coming up.
And a big thanks to our sponsors this year, bringing you Bulldog Sports, Cisco Equipment, and Smile Expressions.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Summer vacation is here, but just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Youngren and Smile Expressions, 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
Well, right now, the Valley Vikings, the number 9 team, is 3 outs away from an upset over the number 1 team in the state as they lead 4-0, top of the 7th. Joby?
Caden Apodaca at the plate. The first pitch you'll see is a pop fly back and out of play over us here, where we're sitting behind the plate in the Butchers for strike 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is KJ Ray, the number 4 hitter in lineup, and then Perseus Aguilar, the number 5 hitter, is in the hole. As the Bulldogs got to get 4 runs here to keep this game alive. There's a swing. It's a fly ball out to left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Not hit very deep, but they're playing deep because of the Bulldogs' history. So that falls in for a single just over the head of the shortstop. So the Bulldogs start things off right here in the bottom, or the top of the 7th, as they get a hit. Nobody out, and a runner now at first base in the form of Apodaca. KJ Ray coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout swinging. So she'll look to drop one somewhere and get this game back on the track for the Bulldogs. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Aguilar on deck and Warren in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. And AJ takes a look down to Coach Polito, gets her sign, now steps back in. Gutierrez quickly to work. Here's the pitch swung on. That's going to be a bloop up the middle. That will fall. So going into second base is Apodaca. So back-to-back hits. Neither one of them hit hard, Gene, but they worked. Everybody safe and nobody out. And now Perseus Aguilar coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout looking. Back-to-back singles here in the top of the 7th inning. Just what the doctor ordered. The Bulldogs got to get these runs. First pitch, that's going to be a little flare, and the second baseman catches it, and then she throws it to second base to the shortstop. It gets by her, but the third baseman backs it up. So out number 1 on a little flare. Luckily, it gets by the shortstop and not able to make the catch, or that might have been a double play. The fly out to the second baseman is out. Number 1. Everybody holds up. So with 1 out now, taking is Zoe Warren. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. First pitch she sees is a little bit high, ball 1. Zoe looking to drive it somewhere, and they're playing deep here as the Bulldogs have a lot of deep hitters. Just haven't hit it hard this game. Here's a pitch. That's a swing. That's going to get the shortstop. Dive. Great play. Goes to third base, and that is out. Number 2. So the fielder chase 6-5. Out on third base is the lead runner. Everybody else safe. Down their final out at the plate, Kenzie Carlo. Runners at first and second. Pitch swung on, fouled off and out of play off to the right side for a foul ball, strike 1. Kenzie 0 for 2 in the ballgame, ground out and a strikeout looking for last at bat. So her third time through to see Gutierrez. The Bulldogs need a massive 2-out rally here. Here's the pitch, swing, and that's a pop fly to the right side. And they have a chance to get to it, but no, it gets out of play for foul ball, strike 2. So the runners will go back first and second, and Carlo will come back, pick up her bat. And with an 0-2 count, steps in to face Gutierrez. Looking to drive it somewhere. Gutierrez is ready to go. 0-2, the pitch. Swung on, fouled off the right side once again for a foul ball strike. That'll start everything over again. 0-2 the count as the runners were already at second and third. As soon as she made contact, they were off and going with routes, which is exactly what they should be doing. So they go back to first and second respectively. Ray at second and Warren at first. And so Carlo with the 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. High. Rise ball missed up. That is ball one. 1-2 now the count. Carlo once again steps in after a peek down, after a look down to Polito. Here's the pitch, swing, and it's a ground ball foul to the left side. So another foul ball. Staying alive is Kinsey. All the runners will go back, reset. Ball comes in from the left fielder, who went and gathered it up over there down the fence on the foul ball territory. So the count 1-2. Carlo steps back in. The pitch from Gutierrez. Swung on and foul back, out of play once again. Back and to the right, over the covering here at the varsity field for Cleveland High School. 1-2, everybody got it ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing, it's a slow roller to the shortstop. She picks it up, and that is it. Valley Vikings will get that ground out. 6-4 the put out, and they will get the upset as the Bulldogs go down 4-0 through 6.5 innings. I'm going to turn it back to Eugene. The Bulldogs get, in that inning, they get 2 hits, but no runs, no errors, 2 runners on base.
And we'll wrap everything up for you right after this.
We always hear about how busy the holiday season is, but is it really? I think the saying should be April showers bring May chaos. This is Danny Kirkendall at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, and we want to wish all those heading off to state competitions the best of luck and safe travels. 2022 graduates, you did it. It wasn't easy and it wasn't normal, but you pushed through and we couldn't be prouder. At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we're a proud supporter of youth and high school sports throughout the Pecos Valley. Go Dogs!
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location, too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Our actions are important, but not only our actions, but also our faith. Our faith inspires us to act. And Christianity is not a dead faith. It is alive. And we need to have a willingness to be alive. In 1 John chapter 3 and verse 18, it says, "Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions." Do your actions, the way you treat others, the way you respond to others, whether it be a friend or a coworker or a boss or a waiter or a waitress or just anyone who you meet, do your actions show that you love them? You love them for them being a creation of the creator of this world. I hope that we are a loving and kind and sweet community. I hope that our actions show that to all those that we come in contact with. But if you're struggling with that, please come see us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart.
If your tires are flat, need your car fixed, our reviews are better than mixed at Big O. At Big O Tires. We do the job fast and with a smile. Whatever the problem, we go the extra mile at Big O. At Big O Tires. Trusted service, no need to lie. Hop online, our reviews are high at Big O. At Big O Tires. Unbeatable service in all our stores. That's why we get such high scores at Big O. At Big O Tires.
Now through May 30th, buy 3, get 1 free on select sets of in-stock Cooper or Mesa brand tires with installation purchase. Only at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required, not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted.
Well, when you get to this level of the tournament, it's double elimination. which I guess is fortunate for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs as they lose to Valley in the first game of the championship round today here at Cleveland High School. Final score 4-0. Joby, why don't you give us some of the final numbers?
Well, for the Valley Vikings, the pitcher, number 8, Jersey Gutierrez, pitched a great game. She pitched 7 complete innings through 90 pitches, 64 for strikes, 26 for balls, and had a 0 earned run average as the Bulls unable to get anybody across. She threw 4 strikeouts, 2 swinging and 2 looking, gave up 5 base hits, and gets the win. Batting-wise for the Vikings, they only end up getting 3 hits off of the pitcher for the Bulldogs, but a couple of costly errors there in that bottom of the first inning on the Bulldog defense, and they get 4 runs there in the first inning. So a 3-hitter for Valley, but 4 runs across the plate, and that's their offense. For the Bulldogs, taking the loss, the very rare loss, is Riley Crandall. She gave up those 3 hits and had an earned run average of 0 because all the runs came across based on the 2 errors that happened in that inning. She did give up 3 hits in the ball game. She had 12 strikeouts, 1 looking and 11 swinging, and had 1 ball that like we talked about is kind of rare for her. Batting wise, Crandall went 2 for 3. Morrison went 0 for 3. Caden Apodaca went 2 for 3. KJ Ray went 1 for 3. And then we didn't get any other hits, so we got those 5 base hits, 2 from Crandall, 2 from Apodaca, and then 1 from Ray. But no runs scored. The Bulldogs do leave quite a few runners on base. I find that stat here on my sheet, but I think we left 5 or 6 runners on base. That's actually 5. So Bulldogs go down in defeat. We're going to have our second game coming up at 1 o'clock. And do we know who they're? Well, we don't know who they're playing yet. Either Lupton or Bernalillo, the loser of that game.
Right. And I heard Lupton was up, so we'll see if at 1 o'clock. And we're going to be on field 3 for that ball game. So here we'll be over on one of those fields.
So that's here. The Bulldogs go down 4-0 and beating on the loser of the 4th up Bernalillo at 1 o'clock.
That concludes this broadcast of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com is presented by Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward & Son Insurance, La Fonda, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia Family Healthcare, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia General Hospital, Roswell Seed, Guy Chevrolet, KFC of Artesia, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pop's Diner, Forest Tire, Western Bank of Artesia, Artesia Credit Union, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Catalyst Church, Brandon Williams and Farm Bureau Insurance, Cisco Equipment, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, TMJ Auto, New Hope Baptist Church, H&R Block of Artesia, Castle Rentals, Kane Electric, Frost Mortgage, Incredible Printing, Bobcat Auto, and Tate Branch of Artesia. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Asking yourself, wait, was I in a cult?
Listen to Was I in a Cult wherever you get your podcasts.
What if one day you woke up to the news that everything you knew about your best friend was totally wrong?
My best friend is an Irish heiress, but it turns out Mayor Smith is not who she appears to be.
Like, really wrong. Awfully, catastrophically, and terribly wrong.
My best friend is an international con artist who scams me and many others out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And police are hunting for her from Los Angeles to Belfast.
On the podcast Queen of the Con, Jonathan Walton tells the story of the many shocking crimes of a phony Irish heiress and his journey to help finally bring her to justice.
She seemed so nice when we first met, so kind, so sweet, but she's the devil. I know that now. I regret ever meeting her. We all do.
Listen to Queen of the Con wherever you get your podcasts.
take a trip back to Apartment 4D, home to the crew of the sitcom New Girl for 7 incredible seasons. On the Welcome to Our Show podcast, join real-life friends Zoe Deschanel, Hannah Simone, and Lamorne Morris as they rewatch their Emmy-nominated series.
We could do a whole episode dedicated to Jake Johnson and his lack of awareness around certain technological things, especially with his phone.
Listen to Welcome to Our Show, wherever you get your podcasts.
On the podcast, Lady of the Road, join comedian Arden Marine and Emmy-nominated director Julianne Robinson for inspiring conversations with influential women about self-help and life.
We're talking about health. We've been talking about money. We've been talking about standing up for yourself, like things that I don't talk about that much. So this has been really wonderful for me.
Each week, Arden and Julie speak with motivating, uplifting women who do things their way.
Let's just say I don't have any resentment now, but there was one year where I sent $9,000 in coins and a check for 30 cents.
Hear real-life lessons from risk takers like Joan Jett, Nicole Byer, Lauren Lapkus, and more.
But if I'm Christine Baranski, I will ask how much number one is making. If there's such a huge difference, I will probably pass on it. I passed on something